Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Marvel Shuri's Sunbird. This is a set from Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It is set number 76211. It has 355 pieces. And I paid $40 for this set. Now this set retails for $50, but I was able to get it for 20% off, so it was down to $40. At $50, similar to the Hulkbuster set came out somewhat recently, I was kind of not really interested in either one at $50, but I thought at $40 they made a little more sense. This is one that I thought was kind of an interesting ship design, looked like there was some interesting pieces in here, and I really wanted to see what this has to offer. So when I saw that this was on sale, I decided to pick it up, and I'm really excited to take a look at it. So I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to give my thoughts on it. While I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So, until then, enjoy! Okay, so that is this Lego Marvel Black Panther Wakanda Forever Shuri's Sunbird. This is really interesting. It's a lot different than I thought it was going to be. I kind of knew it was going to be an interesting ship design, but the build experience was just a lot different than I expected. I guess in a good way, but also in a maybe not so good way. But the first thing we will take a look at are the minifigures here. And you get 4 of them. And these are pretty good. So, the first one we will take a look at. I actually think these minifigures are really, really good. So the first one we have here is Shuri. We have kind of Shuri's some of her maybe tech that she makes there for their hands. I'm not familiar with this piece, this accessory that goes over the hand, but you get a couple of them. You get these in that kind of gunmetal gray, and then you also get one in red. But Shuri's got a nice hairpiece, nice face print. She has an alternate face here. And then a really wonderful torso. You get the impression of some hips and some waist. A lot of detail on here. Good color. Printing in the midsection, including some metallics, really good detail there. And printing on the legs and the feet. And I love the little peaks of color here on the side. Love the little pops of color on the feet there. So that's a really detailed minifigure and a really, really good one. If we look at the back of the torso, we can see it continues on what was going on in the front. Nothing on the arms here, but really great minifigure, and comes with these two kind of accessories there. The next one we'll take a look at, I'm just going to go in the order that you build them in, is this Ironheart figure. Now this is Ironheart, I think Mach 1. And this is really, really interesting. So this is that same kind of piece as Shuri's accessories, except in the red with a gray clip there on the end of it. So that's awesome. At the back here, we can see these Ironheart wings that are brick built. I thought those were actually pretty effective for what it is. And so that goes around that minifig studded accessory that goes on the neck. And I think these Ironheart wings are, you know, pretty good, all things considered. I didn't mind putting them together, and I think the final, you know, looking piece is not so bad. Swap it around to the alternate face for Ironheart here. Both of them have the goggles kind of printed on there already. And then we have kind of this hilt piece or tool piece that's also an accessory for Ironheart. Awesome printing on the torso. Love the heart right there. Tons of good detail. Really nice shading on some of the tubes. Lots of color, lots of metallic stuff. Printing on the midsection, printing on the legs, including on the feet. So really, really good figure here. Again, I like this figure a lot. Looking at the back, we get a ton of nice detail on the back. Good metallic printing, nice shading, asymmetrical. Very cool. Nothing on the arms here, but those are excellent minifigures. The next one we have is Nakia. We got printing on the face with some, detailing, some painted detailing, and their alternate face also has that, which is very good. Their accessory are Nakia's rings here, so you get two of those. Very nice. Another just amazing printing, in my opinion, for the torso. This is just really, really detailed, really, really nice. Love all the fine lines and small dots like in the middle there. Printing on the midsection, very fine detail. Again, printing on the legs, good detail. Printing on the feet. So another like really complete minifigure as far as printing goes. Nothing on the arms. And the back is super, super detailed as well. Love this torso. Love like the kind of spine there almost. And all these fine lines in here. Very, very cool. So another just terrific minifigure in my opinion. And then the last one we have is Attuma. I thought it was maybe Namor for a second, but no. And this one's excellent too. We have this big spear as a minifigure accessory. Incredible dual molded headpiece that's kind of like a hammerhead shark skull type thing with these spikes coming off of it. So that's dual molded. Really, really unique piece. We have one side of the face with the mask like this, another side of the face like this, so alternate stuff there. Another incredibly well detailed minifigure here. So we can see kind of all those shimmering like scale pieces on the musculature of their chest and their abdominals here. Tons of shiny metallic and colorful stuff up in the collar piece there. A lot going on down to the waist, printing on the midsection, printing on the legs. But that detail for those like scaly bits around the edge and in the middle and on the pectorals there is really, really cool. Really, really well done. So love that. Love to see that. And that continues on to the back where we get a lot of fine detailing in here. And same kind of color stuff around the collar and around the back at the waistline. So another terrific minifigure. I think these are 4, super well done minifigures. They remind me of some of the kind of Ninjago minifigures from the Crystallized season, which I thought many of them were really, really quite good and super detailed. And it's so nice to get them with printing on the midsection, printing on the legs, printing on the feet, and like really detailed metallic printing that's so well done. Not every set comes with minifigures this good, and so this is really, really awesome. I was very happy with all of these, and their accessories are quite good too. So really, really nice collection of minifigures there. And then the rest of the build for this set is this craft, this Shuri's Sunbird. It's a really interesting ship design. Looking at it kind of head on, you can kind of get an overall kind of glance at the shaping of this thing. Really, really unique shape, really interesting piece choices, kind of incredible colors in my opinion. There's some really, really nice colors. The use of stickers is, I think, very smart. They're easy enough to apply. They're not too crazy. I think I'll point out all these stickers here. We get 3 of them on these tiles up top. I love the black and gold. It reminds me of that Lamborghini Huracan Speed Champion set. On each of these kind of wing things, we get a sticker. Then we have another one on the canopy, and 2 on each of these rounded pieces here. Now, I wish the canopy one was a print, but that's about it. The rest of it, I'm totally fine with these stickers. And then there's one more sticker that is just in the control panel there on that slope. So not too many stickers, and I think for the most part they're used pretty effectively and are easy enough to put on. The kind of body or fuselage or cockpit and whatever of this ship is really unique. I loved how this cockpit all comes together. There's very few gaps, and there's a lot of angles and a lot of neat stuff, and I thought this would be kind of gappy, and it's just not at all. Everything comes together really, really nice. There's maybe a small one right under the hinge there, but that's totally okay, because I think this could have been full of gaps, and it's not, so that's really, really lovely. We get some gold stud shooters up here, which is excellent. More transparent color there. I just love all the angles of this cockpit area. Behind that, it gets very, very slender. I found these kind of curved, angled, let me just adjust my exposure here a little bit. These kind of curved, angled pieces here, I found to be a little finicky, especially when I was putting on these round pieces at the end. One of them kept popping off, but that helps kind of slim this down, and then it widens back up, back towards a thruster where we get some translucent there. All really well constructed. It can sit on its own, so there, even though there is like a kind of a difference in mass at the beginning, and then it goes up and then it comes back down, so that this can rest easy, which is nice next to Night Shield and a couple of these pieces. Then we build these kind of wing constructions, and I don't really even know what to call them, but they are like a 3-stack of wings. So using that big like angled plate, you use 3 of them on each side, and then you kind of do this a similar but not exactly the same kind of sub-assembly build. On the one side, droid arms and some plates with bars on the other side. All of them use this piece in this satin trans dark blue, I think that is, unless it's purple, but those are like these sparkly opalescent kind of satin transparent colors. That's really, really nice. And so you get a bunch of those because each wing uses one there, and each wing uses it on the other side. As you can see, we use a little bit of Technic on the back to hold these wings together. And for once, well, maybe not for once, but in this set, these blue pins don't bother me at all. It almost feels like thematically and color wise, it totally makes sense. So I actually think that kind of looks cool, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So we get these really robust and unique wing kind of assemblies here, and they are attached to these joints, so they can be rotated. I don't know why they would necessarily, but they can also be folded back and forward. So this can come way back like this. They can come out like that, and anywhere in between, which is really, really nice. So there's good articulation on those. Nothing up and down, but we can turn them and kind of find the happy sort of place that makes this look really, really cool. I think there's a lot of angles that make this just really shine and pop and make a statement there. So, and part of that's because of the colors, part of that's because of the unique shape. So really well done on both of those. These are just kind of mirrored aspects of each other, and then these kind of round paneled elements here are I don't know what else to call them. They're almost like wings. They're attached with kind of a ball joint there, and so they can be spun and moved up and down and put at different angles to kind of really change up the shape and the profile and the footprint of this Sunbird here, which I think is really, really cool. These are again pretty much identical, but they use these huge disc or like satellite dish type pieces in that satin transparent color too, which is actually I think it's a bit lighter than these ones at the back, but I'm not positive. And this could be pink even, but like a satin transparent pink. Either way, it's that sparkly kind of newer color, and I don't have these pieces in that. And when I looked at it on the box and on the instructions, I didn't think they were going to be that sparkly thing. And when I saw them in the bag, I made a note of it because I was so excited. So that's really, really cool to get more of that new color. And as I said, there's a lot of articulation for those and can really alter what this ship looks like. And I think that's good for play and for display. And I think they're pretty well done. There's a lot of like cool kind of configurations that this can be put in that I really quite like. So very, very nice there. This can only fit one minifigure in the cockpit, but that's okay. I mean, maybe, yeah, I think just one, but that's not too bad. I mentioned we do have these golden stud shooters there, and this can all just kind of rest very, very easy. We get 4 of these transparent studs for the stud shooter, plus you get 1 extra on the extra pieces. I already went through the minifigures and the accessories, so the last thing is just to show those extra pieces here. Not a ton, and they're about at what you would expect. Some Technic, some tiles, 1x1s, the trigger mechanism for the stud shooters, a droid arm, and that's about it. So this set is $50. I paid $40 for it, which is 20% off. 355 pieces, 4 minifigures, 4 really, really good minifigures in my opinion. And then a ship which, for 355 pieces or less, considering all the accessories and everything else, has a pretty substantial footprint, is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It does use some big pieces. These wing pieces are quite large. These disc pieces are quite large, and these whole appendages here are large. This is substantial, especially for something that only fits 1 minifigure. But comparing this to like the Hulkbuster set, which I think had a somewhat similar piece count and it's definitely a similar price, similar amount of minifigures, even though I think these are better there. You know, this feels like it has a lot more to it than the Hulkbuster, but I suppose that one likely had, you know, more smaller pieces. So the value here actually doesn't feel too bad. There's some specialty pieces in here, really good minifigures, and I think there's a lot of play and display value here. So this is really quite good. I actually think at $50, I was maybe sleeping on this set a little bit. I think I probably should have bought it at 50. I don't know if I would have, even though I think it might be worth that. And at 40, I think it's really, really good. I mean, I think it's quite good. I am noticing now that there is a more substantial gap right here. But again, not too bad, not so much that I am bothered by it, and that would be hard to cover up without, well, maybe it could be modified to have something stick out a little bit. But either way, that's just a minor complaint. I really, really like this, and yeah, as I was saying, I think what I paid $40 is pretty much right on. I think maybe it should be priced at $40 right out of the gate, but considering the minifigures of this quality in here and the sheer size of this and all the other things that I've mentioned in here, I think, you know, $50 might actually make some decent sense for this, which is weird for me to say, like, you know, Lego nailed it on the pricing. Obviously I still paid 40, and I'm still kind of not sure at 50 if I would have been convinced, but now in hindsight, I would have liked to have picked this up even at retail. So kind of an interesting feeling there. But I really, really enjoyed this set, and I think it looks great, and it was a lot of fun, and I love these minifigures. So this was really, really nice. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I will be doing in the future, including more Lego Marvel, and then a bunch of other themes, a bunch of other different sets of different sizes, different piece counts, different price points, and all sorts of stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And if you'd like to, support this channel in another way, consider joining me over on the Patreon for Sobrix, where not only will you help support the channel, but you can also get access to some exclusive content. Right now, I am in the middle of doing a build and a commentary of the Lego Ideas Medieval Blacksmith set. So there's a couple videos posted over there for that, and there'll be more stuff over there in the future. So every little bit helps, and if you're interested, go check it out. And thank you, and until next time, thanks. Bye.